For nearly 10 years, my entire professional and daily life revolved around coffee culture. Having spent almost a decade in the industry, I was immersed in the various roasts and aroma. At my peak, I think I was drinking up to 5 to 8 cups a day, a habit that started back in my college years, drinking dark roasts to study through the night and cut through cold winters of the East Coast. I drink it like water. But a year ago, I walked away from the coffee industry and the beverage entirely. Today, I want to share why closing that decade-long chapter and quitting my daily brew was the very thing to clearing my spirit. When you're deep in coffee culture, you think it's pure romance. The aroma, the rituals, the energy. But after years of this, something subtle began to shift inside me. I started noticing the scent left behind after a long day. It no longer smelled aromatic. It felt pungent, lingering stubbornly on my clothes and in my hair. And the aftertaste left in my mouth started feeling bitter rather than comforting. And around this time, I was entering a deeply reflective chapter of my life, dedicating more time to meditation, yoga, and inner study. And during this season, I came across a perspective that stopped me in my tracks. The idea that heavy stimulants like caffeine and alcohol can subtly agitate our nervous system, alter our natural frequency, ultimately dulling our spiritual clarity. I decided to test this. I cut back to just 1 cup a day, and the truth revealed itself instantly. I realized it wasn't just a cozy ritual. It was a deep physical and mental dependency. If my morning literally could not start without a hot cup of coffee, I wasn't free. I disliked feeling reliant on an external substance just to access my own focus, energy, and peace. And having already stepped away from alcohol months prior, coffee was my very last vice. But breaking it required a fierce, conscious act of will. The cravings were intensely real. We all know that morning aroma is powerful. But I wanted a quiet, unburdened mind more than I wanted a quick dopamine hit. As my internal world shifted, my external direction naturally followed. People evolve. A decade of living a certain way or being in a certain industry is a substantial run, and it's the perfect time frame to switch gears. Stepping into this transitional sabbatical phase of my life and starting this YouTube channel, I realized I wanted a life centered on peace, depth, and curated living. I cannot tell you how liberating it feels to step back from unnecessary noise and align my daily habits with where my spirit actually wants to go. To navigate the transition, I completely reshaped my morning routine. Instead of reaching for coffee, I turned to black and green teas, and eventually to something even purer, plain hot water with fresh squeezed lemon and manuka honey, or a simple cup of warm, salted water first thing in the morning. Every single morning as I drank my warm water, I held a quiet intention, a prayer, wishing that my small physical efforts would help cleanse my spirit and allow my inner light to shine clearly again. We so often run to caffeine because we're running on empty, physically, mentally, and spiritually. But we were never created to sustain our life through artificial stimulants. In the Gospel of Matthew 11:28, Jesus gives us a standing invitation. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Real peace, endurance, and clarity aren't manufactured by a caffeine high. They're gifts of grace given when we learn to abide in Him. It's been almost a year now since I've had coffee or alcohol, and while at first I would drink for work or social gatherings, my transition now has been absolute for a while. And my body naturally rejects the heavy scent of both now, a complete physical recalibration. And the practical blessings? My energy belongs entirely to me now. My moods are level, steady, and unhurried. My breath is fresh, my sleep is deeper, and my car and home remain completely clean and free of leftover scent of the grind. Stepping away from the costly daily vices freed up so much energy and resources. I truly feel like I recovered from a subtle drug I never explicitly signed up for. So if you're watching this and you feel trapped in that endless loop of needing a stimulant just to face your morning, or if you're standing at the edge of a major life pivot, wondering if it's okay to let go of an old chapter, I invite you to take a gentle step back. You don't need an external spark to start your fire. Your natural state of mind is already clear, capable, and profoundly peaceful when anchored in God's grace. Try stepping into a season of alignment and physical cleansing. You might be amazed at the depth of peace that's been waiting to shine through the quiet. Thank you for being with me today at Sella and Soul. Blessings.